And we're up. All right. So, last time, in the world of Soma, our intrepid heroes are trekking across the multiverse, seeking to navigate their way deeper into the extra dimensional dark dragon deity Tiamat herself. They are bouncing from one corrupted multiverse to another, using them as points to chart their way to her very heart, hoping to cut off her truly creation, reality ending existence itself. To do that, they are seeking out dark and twisted versions of their own selves. So far, the mountain barbarian Brick has encountered one version of himself, an undead frozen child filled with the vengeful spirit of the mountain. Now they are in their second world, and as they have fought their way through bands of truly deranged and vicious, twisted versions of the barbarians Brick has known, Brick has also been experiencing strange bouts of uncontrollable laughter. So we left the party in the ruins of one of the Thea Commerce Group sort of outposts, centered around an old tavern that was sort of annexed as they built their Pandoran Mountain outpost. The outpost had been burned to the ground by strange, twisted, burning barbarians. So we left you all in the ruins. What would you all like to do? I'm going to temporarily drop us back on that map for now. So what's the plan?
I tickle Brick to see if I can get him to laugh.
Again.
I don't know what to say about that. I'm just gonna look at you with a very confused look.
It was like tickling a brick wall.
Just trying to figure out why all the laughing.
Yeah, you know. Thought maybe there was a feather caught in your arm.
I mean, everything is pretty funny.
I mean, who doesn't enjoy a good burning village?
Well,
So we need to follow this little device thingy to the
ping.
or no.
So it has been leading you to each sort of different version of yourselves. What I would ask then is, would you all like to take a rest?
Well, I don't know.
I'm a very hurt.
Yeah, Asmir,
I'm
I think you have
surprisingly all right.
Asmir, you have one level 5, one level 4, one level 3, one level 2, and 2 level 1s. You're at level
So yeah, I need my spell slots are used up, kind of, but I would need a long rest for that. I mean, is it safe to take a long rest here?
You all might be able to procure safety.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
On fire.
I can always throw down a hut.
Yeah. I mean, we probably took out the most dangerous things here, so.
theoretically, I'm kind of good for a short rest myself. So, like, if you guys want a long rest, I'll just be in there around the place looting.
Do some looting and patrolling.
Yep. Well, if you want to take watch.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Is there anything you all would like to do to try and make your resting safer?
I was going to suggest we kind of board ourselves up in a building. That way, it's harder for us to be detected.
And Tiny was gonna cast the Liamon's tiny hut.
Job of the hut.
We find the least burning building and we set up the little hut.
Yes.
Sounds good with me.
I could put my alarm down, I guess. And I guess Alex is going to stay awake
I was going
and
to take a
Well-
quick cat nap. Get back my HP, and then I'll probably just be looking around for stuff.
All right. So the question is, how much of a rest does Alex need?
oh, he was thinking Alex
I-
would do a light, like short rest or whatever.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
It'll be like a short.
Just use some hit die to
Yeah.
recover.
Yeah, you're actually not too bad off. All right. So in that case, everyone else can take a long rest. And Alex, before you take your short rest, let's get some rolls. Since you are on watch, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception check.
That's probably the best one we'll have.
I mean,
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
too bad.
yeah.
With a 16, yeah, you get the impression that whatever other threats might be around were probably killed by the individuals you killed.
Wow.
You don't get the impression that they left like, when you burn down an area like this,
Yeah.
you're sending a message to people. So you get the impression that at least for now you all will be sort of unaccosted. And yeah, especially with the hut sort of sheltered by one of the buildings, it would be hard for someone to notice you all were here, especially with the smoke. So that being said, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Oof! All
Happy
right.
with that.
Even better.
So you piece some things together as you sort of make your way through this destroyed area. So you all had found some info in the last place you were at that described basically barbarians coming down from the mountain. And you know that these worlds are all subtly different. Something changed that spun them a different direction. You've already noticed that part of this mountain, part of the Pandoran Mountains, has been blasted open. Your guess would be that something happened that. Actually, you know what the difference was. Not all of the people who came here in your world came here. Some of them were missing. Brick being one of them. And so you all failed to stop this seal from being opened. Not only did you stop it from being opened, but whatever Aldrich did here afterwards wasn't prevented. So a large chunk of this mountain was blown open. You've also personally met a couple of the barbarian tribes up here. Brick you've met the Slabs. There's a contingent of them back on Shorewood, the World Turtle. Um, the slabs are boisterous and crazy and mean as heck in a fight, but they're not just like senseless murderers. They fight for. They fight as mercenaries when they need to. They fight if they're attacked. They fight each other for fun all the time, but usually not, to the point of horrible murder. You know that there's two more tribes up here. There's the Scarlet, who were another mercenary group. A group of barbarians who were sort of the opposite of the Slavs. They were very regimented, very like militaristic, but also very disciplined. There was a third group, though. And the descriptions you found in the innkeeper's journal at the last outpost, it sounds like the Psychos tribe. Drug-addled cannibals is about the best thing that can be said about them. With your 18, you're putting pieces together. When you came here originally, you enlisted the help of the Slabs. You took out the Thea Commerce Group outpost. And you stopped them from helping the Psychos. They had been arming the Psychos and basically giving them stuff, and sicking them on the other barbarian tribes. This feels like a place where maybe that wasn't stopped.
Okay, that.
So as you look around, this matches scenes of violence that Brick has told you about. Some of the like intertribal warfare between the barbarians, but on a massive scale. What else would you be looking for here?
Well, I'd be interested in trying to find like a vault to see, if there's any gold paperwork that kind of leads me to, help piece together like what they were doing here, and if there's any like potions or stuff, just the basic stuff that an adventurer wants while on campaign. Information, money, and items to help.
Yeah. So, because this is a Thea Commerce Group outpost, it's very well documented. Lots and lots of sort of bureaucratic record keeping. And you can easily piece together, yeah, this is what you saw before. They basically set up this mining front. They were carving out the depths of one of the mountains to unearth one of the seals. The people who were here were basically miners and were basically like miners and support staff for miners. So you see indications of like, some folks who were, sort of quartermasters, supply keepers, people who are trading goods into the outpost. This does seem like this is a slightly nicer area than where you were at before. You see the indication of maybe like places where people were actually spending gold. And I think you probably find maybe 300 gold. a lot of this place seems to have been looted.
Mm.
I'm also going to say you find one. You're going to find 2 regular potions and 1 greater healing.
That's pretty nice. I chose to snoop around.
I'll say this too. You do find some like weapons and things left behind. Yeah, you'd have found these too. You find 4 alchemist's fire.
Hmm.
And there's a crap ton of like broken and worn out weapons, but nothing like worth carrying.
I knew I probably wouldn't find anything to. I guess my glaive is pretty good, and I won't part with it anytime soon.
Well, and this is even stuff that like, not that you're somewhere where you can buy
Sell
and
it.
sell things really, but even if you were, it's stuff that wouldn't even be worth selling. All right.
Maybe worth its weight in scrap. Pennies on the pound.
And it's truly like it's truly rusted junk.
Yeah, I'm not picking it up.
All right. So Alex finds a few things, learns some information. Oh, I feel like I just shifted the whole world. Yep, there we go. Find out a little bit more information. Everyone else gets a good night's sleep. You find some explosives, and the morning comes. We mentioned last time, but it almost seems like the ecology, the environment around here has been destroyed. Something is going wrong. It's almost like this area is drying out. The sun hangs just a little bit low. It's a little too hot. And you can see where this is at the base of the mountain. There's some foothills, but you can even see out in the distance the sort of farmland that the hinterlands is known for is essentially drying up. It looks almost more like a wasteland out there as opposed to like the breadbasket of the empire. All right. The evening passes. The sun is high and hot. What would you all like to do?
Has Brick still been laughing kind of uncontrollably?
Intermittently. I think while he was sleeping, it might have come out as like weird chuckles, maybe even like strange phrases.
Oh, so that's pretty normal.
So that's just Brick being Brick. Would we have noticed in the last world, like any connection between him and like he was getting cold and everything?
Yeah, you all saw that immediately. As soon as y'all got there, like the rest of you were freezing, and Brick was fine. Brick got paler. Brick was like walking on top of the snow. It seems like being this close to this other version has some kind of weird synchronous effect.
And do we think that the closer we get to this other brick, the worse it gets for him?
That seems like a reasonable guess.
Well, let's march them around the outside of this city, this little town, and see what direction he starts laughing more so that we know what way to go.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Yeah, gives him like
I'll say
a hotter cold.
you all do have an actual device that literally does the same thing.
That's true. Well, we could do both, and then we could like triangulate or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
using
but,
a
like-
combination of the two, you're sort of been moving down. The place you all entered this Thea Commerce Group mining outpost was at the base where some of the mountains met, and there was a relatively stable path up. You've started out to the east of that, and it's been leading you towards that point. Sort of the main encampment. And it's walking distance. It's not like you can see it in the distance.
Well, let's head that away.
All right. As you all head off, you just notice odd little things. The sort of blasted landscape, sort of drying out. There are places where grass is still trying to cling to life. But you see places where like creek beds are running dry. You also see strange, unpleasant creatures. None of them are willing to get too close to you all. They almost look like malformed wolves. Some kind of like quadrupedal creature, but with like fur that is falling away in places and a sort of strange twisted head. But they won't get close to you for you to examine them more thoroughly. As you get closer to that sort of main mining camp outpost, you can see that it's been ravaged. Probably 70 or 80% of it has just been like smashed. Like something stampeded through here and just pulled down parts of it. You also see in the center around some of like the administrative buildings, a crude moat and palisade seems to have been put up. It seems like maybe it was put in place before whatever happened, or as whatever was happening, as like a last line of defense. You can see from this distance, there are like burned patches and other signs of damage along this crude wall, and parts of it have just been battered down. Also, very unpleasantly, there is a foul stench as you get closer. Truly gut-wrenching. It's sour and copper and rotting. As you get closer, you can see a sort of miasmic murk hovering above this moat. From where you're standing, you can't quite see what's in it. But you all, as players, know that you can already tell this is not good, whatever's in this. This is exceedingly gross. All right. So you all are not quite as close as your tokens appear, uh, but the bigger the map, the harder it is to load. So I didn't
Yeah.
make like 2 miles of map. So how would you all like to approach?
Hmm.
Well, do you want to try and sneak over the wall somewhere, or should we go in the front door over that bridge?
I mean, I prefer to go through the front door because I'm no like secondhand citizen. I'm first class citizen. I go through the front doors only.
What's the lighting look like?
So you'll have had to travel a little ways. It's probably dim light. It's creeping on towards kind of an evening. The strange um, the sun is not behaving properly. Would be the best way to phrase it. Um, it is sort of dim and ominous as you draw closer.
Oh, was Alex able to get that short rest? Or
Yes.
actually, just roll for that real
Oh,
quick.
right. Yeah. Your hit die figured out.
Are any of us familiar with this place or know what this is?
Yeah. Actually, all of you, no, all of you except Asmir recognize this. Um, so, Brick and Alex, you all came here together with that first group. Um, with that first group years ago now, and Tiny and Jack, you did the same. You went with a group that included. I don't know. I'll let you all decide. Did you have a version of Asmir with you?
Yes, I think we did because we
So
were all fighting together.
Yeah, and I remember that really funny joke that Asmir made. How did it go again, Asmir?
Well, that was the other Asmir. I don't remember that joke.
Darn, I wish I remembered it too.
yes, that was what made that Asmir very different. Is he was very funny. Not
Man,
as
I
good at
miss funny
fireballs.
Asmir.
Not as good at fireballs, but he was pretty funny. That's why he died. Anyway, yeah,
Good joke.
you remember coming here, and the outline of the area is kind of distorted because the this was originally one large camp. It had warehouses, it had like miners' quarters, it had some admin buildings. It stretched out a lot larger than this. This was a huge operation, but this looks like the heart of what was left. There used to be what were like officers' quarters up here, and some of like the main offices that ran the mine. There was also an armory and some kind of not quite a prison. It was almost more of like a drunk tank for when miners kind of got out of hand.
You mean timeout?
Sort of.
Different kind of miners.
Yes.
But
They're miners and they're awesome miners.
do we see any signs that there may still be somebody occupying it, like smoke, fire, that sort of thing?
Give me a perception check. So Oof, congested. You can see, even at this distance, there are definitely people in there. You can't make out much more specific than that, but you definitely see movement, like in places where this palisade has been like broken down. You see some signs of movement.
There's
Cool. How tall is this wall?
It's pretty substantial. It's probably 12 feet, 15 feet.
Cool.
Yeah.
I suggest we try and sneak in and go over the wall at some point.
fireball. Oh,
And that's true. Asma could just start throwing fireballs right now.
Is the landscape surrounding it as barren as the map makes it out to be?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so if anybody's watching, they'll see us trying to sneak in or sneak up to it.
Potentially.
I guess, yeah, there's no easy way to hide, in the terrain or whatever.
Does anybody have anything in their inventory that could make like a telescope or binoculars or something?
Or like Farsight or
Sort
something.
of.
Just an ability to see from far away to where we could see if there are guards or anything like that.
I mean, it's not that terribly far. Even in dark, I've got 300-foot dark vision.
Yeah, but Colby was saying that we're just on the map because he didn't want to make a huge map. So I'm imagining we're still pretty far away.
It literally won't load a map much bigger than this. What I'll say is this: you all can get up to like sort of the edge of this map. If you want to get up to this close, you're gonna have to give me some stealth checks.
Oh, what's the spell that I have? I think I've got something where I can like make a copy of myself, and they just walk in, and I can make a ghost person.
What about does anybody have the ability to summon a familiar or transform into an animal?
I have Unseen Servant, but I don't know what all he can do.
I don't think it can like spy for us.
Yeah, let's say Adam.
I have a signal flare. What if we make them come to us?
So, Tiny, you do have mislead. You become invisible at the same time that an
Is that what
illusory
I'm thinking of?
double of you appears where you are standing. The double lasts for the duration, but the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. You can use your action to move your
Yeah, that's
illusory
what I was
double up
thinking
to
of.
twice your speed, make it gesture, speak, and behave in whichever way you choose. You can see through its eyes and ears as if you're located where it is, but you can only use your senses or its senses. So either you don't know what's happening around it, or you can't hear and see where you're at.
Yeah, so I could send him in there to scope it out the place.
Sounds good.
This is not a well-written spell.
But which one? Tiny's?
Yeah, it doesn't really
Probably
clarify.
not a super often used one either.
Well, so I've usually thought of this as something that you do in like the middle of combat, but I guess it works for scouting. But it has the problem of not specifying what a double is.
But like what kind of range the spell has, or
Well, more
Or what
specifically, like
things would affect it. Like if it's
Yeah.
a creature versus a something.
yeah,
oh yeah, is it corporeal or yeah?
I guess it specifies it as an illusion. You make an illusionary double.
Right, but that's not a game term. So like it needs to be a creature or an object. Because if it's not those things, it gets really weird.
Because you can't target it.
Yeah. And also like if you want to sneak around with it, how does that work?
I would assume the same like mice skills would be used for stealth or whatever. I would assume.
It's super bizarre that there are no sage advice entries on this. Interesting. Huh. Oh well, yeah, we'll just assume we can use yours unless I find something more transparent. All right, so that does mean, yeah, it doesn't have. So you're going to have issues moving around while it's going. So you're going to probably want to post up somewhere.
Yeah, I would have to be my actual would have to be just stationary somewhere.
Well, we can just guard him.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Good idea? Bad idea?
It's
I
an
mean,
idea.
worst case scenario, they find it and know we're here.
Yeah.
Where our other option is we walk up and try to do it ourselves, where they see us and find us and know we're here. So
This is true. The illusion option, at least they won't know where we are. They just will be alerted to that somebody is nearby.
Yeah, it's
But
a
it would
full set.
I say let's try it.
All right.
All right. What we'll do then. See if you can control that. Cool.
Yeah. And I guess I'll just kind of walk in the front door.
All right. Are you
See
going
what
to try
happens.
and stealth at all?
Maybe this is where I should think about that, how things can affect it. Because if I tried to, would like flying work with an illusion the same way that it would work for me to try and make it over the wall somewhere else?
Let's go back to the wording.
No steps of night.
I don't think so because it's not you. Like,
So yeah, I can't like cast spells or anything. You know.
I would only, yeah, I would give me myself. We're just going to try and stealth up through the through that front door.
all right, give me a stealth check. With a 16, let's see how they roll.
Do 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 do.
I mean, does the illusion make noise or?
These
can.
are all great questions that wizards
Right.
should have answered. You seem to be unnoticed for now.
Hmm.
So moving inside, actually, I'll tell you, as you get to the bridge, um, you can only see and hear. So thankfully, you're not smelling what you're passing here. Um, so as you move by, you're able to see uh, this is somewhat water, but I'm trying to decide how graphic to be. There are bodies in the water.
Oof.
And I don't just mean like a couple. I mean, this was probably like a stream. Maybe something, maybe even magical water was summoned to create this. Um, and it has been stained this color.
Mm.
Ooh, gross.
I'm assuming you don't mean animal bodies.
Nope.
Oh man.
I see anything else kind of looking into the place?
Um, Give me a perception check. With 17, you see signs of motion from this building and this building.
I'm gonna try and hug kind of around the northeast wall.
All right.
I like peek into any windows or anything up here.
Yeah. So these look like they are bunks for maybe soldiers or guards. They're nicer than the miners' barracks that you saw when you came here before. But you can also tell that like a lot of the furniture seems to have been like ripped out. You also
Anything
remember
interesting
as you come up
in
to
that
this
one?
gap here. So those were both sort of like maybe soldiers' quarters. There used to be another building ahead of you that seems to have been like torn down and destroyed. There seem to be lights coming from this building, and you can see like silhouettes through the windows.
I can't tell if that's actually a window on that north side or not. Is that?
Of the building,
Yeah.
there are windows on the. So like the windows actually work as windows. So there's windows on the east side. You can't see the west side yet.
Kind of be extra sneaky around these windows and peek in.
Sure, give it a shot. So looking in, you see what looks like some of the same sort of crazed barbarians that you were fighting in the last village. Some of the oversized ones that fought with chains, and some of the smaller ones that were like throwing explosives at you all. It looks like this was maybe a storehouse, and it mostly looks sort of destroyed and ransacked, but they're just sort of like sullenly kicking through the debris, trying to see if anyone missed anything. It doesn't seem to be like a systematic search. It's almost, you get the impression they're just bored and not very disciplined.
I know how many are in there.
From where you're standing, you see 3. So
How about
you
this
do
one? Yeah.
remember that this building was probably like the administrator's quarters. It's much nicer than everything else. It had its own. It had its own like separate like dining area and storehouse with like nicer stuff than what everyone else got. Roll a dexterity saving throw. Oof. You only have a moment's notice as 2 walls are smashed through, revealing the interior, but also a 15-foot tall, howling madman, face entirely enclosed in a vicious mask. And this gargantuan runs out and tries to swipe through your illusion. And let's see what happens. Again, I don't like the way this spell is written. It swipes through you, but nothing seems to happen. It tries once or twice, and it lets out a roar of frustration, and signs of motion appear in several buildings nearby.
Okay then.
I blow a kiss and wave my middle fingers at him, and then I run south as fast as I can.
Well, let's see then. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is have everyone roll for initiative.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming we probably heard that roar too.
Yeah. D&D Beyond didn't grab any of those that time.
Uh-oh.
That's super weird. All right. Jack, you're at the very top. What would you like to do?
Um, I guess I'm going to try and scatter from the group a bit. Since I'm assuming we hear that noise as well. Thinking that we've probably been discovered and that something is likely coming for us, but not knowing what or from where. So I'll get right out here to the right around in here, I guess. And then I'm going to ready in action to throw a psychic dagger at anything that comes in range.
All right. On initiative count 20, a lair action is going to start.
Mhm.
Let's just roll randomly.
The blood moat produces a monster.
Don't give him ideas.
On a 2, the lair action strip the flesh is in effect.
No,
Yes.
it's a good one.
All right. Brick, you're up.
Somebody's actually
Prepared
been doing
all
some
days for
gremlin,
this.
right?
We know there's a lot of people here. They're stripped the flesh. So we better salt the wounds.
Right. Yeah.
Come on. Walk on down here. And then, well, we're gonna wait.
All right. Things happen you all don't see. Asmir, you're up.
Okay then. Right. Where is it? Cast fly. And head over 60. Yeah, I'll just head out over here. And I don't know. Ready in action to throw a firebolt at anybody that looks dangerous.
All right.
All right.
With a legendary action at the end of Asmir's turn, this gargantuan creature is going to use Fuel the Rampage and is going to throw a vicious looking hatchet at the illusion. Tiny, do you want to try and dodge, or do you just want to let it pass through?
Yeah, I want to dodge.
All right.
Yep.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. The vicious looking axe goes straight past, and your illusion ducks out of the way. It is now the creature's turn. It's going to make an active. Let me double check my illusion rules. It's going to make an active perception check. Because it already tried to swipe you and nothing happened. It's very. Oh, that's interesting. Is there a longer version of this spell? That is so weird. All right. Anywho, this thing is going to try one more time to paw at Tiny. Yeah, it's a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
So it now is fully sure that this is an illusion. What's it gonna do? It's gonna move down here. All right, Alex, you're up.
Hmm. Yeah. Was dash. I mean,
All right, Tiny, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna end the illusion
All right.
to pop back into around my friends, and I'm gonna tell them everything I saw. And see what we want to do.
All right. So now you are all caught up to date. Jack, what are you gonna do?
I really expected stuff to come out. So I guess I'm just gonna continue to move towards the bridge, but not
I'll
too
I'll
much.
say that, yeah, while they know that we're here, they were all on the other side, and if they're expecting us now that to be coming across the bridge, I think we should sneak in over the wall on the north side.
That
But yeah,
It's a pretty big moat. I don't know if I can get over it.
I mean, he probably could. You just fly.
Or if you have teleportation like Misty Step.
Oh yeah, I could throw my dagger. Yeah, but I'd have to get lucky with the roll. I think I might have another way of teleporting. Colby, do you know off the top of your head if I can teleport a different way?
I think that's the only feature you have in and of yourself.
Yeah, I thought I had something else that maybe it was just a 5-foot teleport or something like that. But regardless, yeah, I can make my way towards the wall and moat and see if we can maybe sneak in that way. So I'm going to backtrack my movement. And I'll go towards the wall moat instead. And yeah, I'm going to ready an action again to throw a dagger at anything that might get close. But yeah, I'm making my way towards the moat to try and get over it and over the wall.
All right. Next up in the initiative, layer action. All right. I think I'll wait until one of you triggers it to tell you what this does. It'll be more fun that way.
You know what? I'm already looking up Krieg's skill tree, so I'll be prepared.
All right. Then it is Brick's turn.
Oh, I'm the lucky one. All right. Do we go through the front gate or do we go through the back like everyone else wants to go?
I'm going through the front gate.
I think we are good enough. We're gonna fight our way through the front gate. All right. Ready for whoever comes next.
All right. Asmir, you're up.
Alrighty. $15, 60. Yeah, I'll just stop here for now. And I'll do my ready action of firebolt.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Asmir, you win the lucky prize. You have now
Yay.
put yourself in range. And several fiery projectiles come flying at you.
Oh no.
Ooh, first one's a 23.
Oof.
Wait, he has that cloak though.
Oh,
That's
right.
right.
At least somebody remembered.
All right, they come flying, but they are going to miss.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I didn't relish the idea of falling into the blood moat, so.
The night is young.
There are more opportunities.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything worth doing? Nah, we're going to wait. All right. Alex, you're up.
Perfect. 30. All right, that's a dash. Well, I still technically have a bonus action for Warden Stance, just in
Yeah.
case. Perfect. Then we'll Warden Stance it.
All right. Tiny, you're up.
Let's see how far we can move here. I can make it actually across dashing. Nope. I'm kind of tempted to just, cast a spell willy-nilly into somewhere in there just to
See what happens.
see what happens, but
Could be fun.
I assume I'd be kind of casting it just blindly, and
Right.
I don't think I have anything that really has much area. Everything's very narrow.
True.
Oh, actually, let me check one thing. Just checking the range on blade barrier. So if I could just like throw down a big wall of blades, that'd be fun. No, we'll hold on to that option. I think that'll be it.
All right. Brings us back to the top. Jack, you're up. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
I'm not. I was moving.
Oh,
I wanted to get as close to the edge as possible. If I try my dagger teleport, I don't have to teleport, do I? Like, if I only throw it 20 feet, can I choose to not teleport?
I'm assuming yes, but let's read what it actually says.
Says you manifest one of your psychic blades, expend one psionic energy die, and throw the blade in an unoccupied space you can see up to a number of feet away equal to 10 times the number rolled. You then teleport to the space and the blade vanishes.
So I feel like there's a really mean version that would say yes, but I think that you get to choose your target after you roll the psionic die.
Okay. If that's the ruling we are agreeing on, I'm going to attempt to throw it to the top of the wall. Right about there. I rolled a 1.
You teleport 1 foot in front of you.
Well, it'd
And
be
fall
10.
into the blood pit.
Oh, you know.
But since I get to choose my target afterwards, I'm going to choose behind me.
Whoa, whoa,
It's a
whoa, whoa, whoa,
terrible
whoa!
And sorry guys, gotta get my arm cramped up a little bit. Weird. I'll try again. But
forgot
I'll
first.
just move back there, and that's a bonus action or a full action?
That's a
It's a
bonus
bonus
action.
action. So I can still ready an action if anything comes out at me.
All right. That brings us to Brick.
Alrighty then. I'll move there. Up one. Up two. Still waiting to see someone.
All right. You have heard a titanic roar. Just for fun, wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty then. It's been nice playing with you guys.
See if Brick gets the giggles. Oh,
Brick does, in fact, start to cackle as he gets to the edge of the bridge. Ominously, you hear like almost synced up, very similar laughter coming from somewhere you can't see inside this camp. All right. Yeah, sure. Why not? So we'll say that this triggers Asmir's reaction. So go ahead and roll a firebolt.
right.
So you see a figure like figures move in front of the windows, and they're going to fire at you. You fire back. One of them like fully gets like hit in the face, and it does not seem to care.
So these guys are also, even with my uh, special fire resistance ignoring ability.
They seem to be immune to fire.
So this completely, yeah.
So
Okay, I'll have to be doing my
the first one
blast.
fires at you. So first one misses because of the disadvantage. Second one hits even with disadvantage. That's 5 points of fire damage. Which means third one is regular. Is 7 points of fire damage. So go ahead and give me 2 concentration checks on your fly spell.
Okay. So that would just be a con save or just
It's a con save.
okay.
All right, so you save on the first one. Give me another one.
Oh no.
That is a fail.
Of course. This is like last time. I need to learn not to fly above pits of liquid.
Yeah, you crash down. I'm going to go ahead and have you make one more Constitution saving throw. You are not so nauseated that you can't do anything.
That's good.
But you do, in fact, hit the. Oh, and it's you immediately realize this like ditch, this moat that's been carved out is it's like probably 8 feet deep, and
Ugh.
just like hitting the surface, your feet hit something. There's probably
Yeah.
4 or 5 feet deep of things you don't want to think about at the bottom of this moat.
Right. I will try not to.
The good news is you fall before the other one can start shooting at you. So they have lost line of sight. All right, Asmir, it is your turn.
Oh man. Uh, deciding if I want to risk casting fly again or not. I'll just try to get out normally. I'm guessing I would have reduced move speed in the.
I think you swim
Nope.
as difficult terrain, unless you have a swim
Oh,
speed.
I don't think I do. So it'd be like half speed in
Yeah.
the mode or whatever. That'd be 10. I think that's out of the mode now. 10, 5. 15. What am I doing? 30. I guess I'll dash. 60. Okay, there we go. And that's all I can do.
All right.
I cast Produce Flame out of my hand to hope it dispels some of the smell or something. Like
Oof.
lighting a match in a bathroom.
Yeah, you are slick with it, and it is not. It's somewhat thinned by the water, but it is still like clinging to you in
Yeah,
a really
right.
gross way. All right,
I wonder if
Alex.
yeah.
Prestidigitation can clean things.
I was wondering, yeah. My next turn, I might try doing that.
Alex, you're up.
When we cross the bridge, we're going to be getting hit. Ugh. 30. So let's just keep going. Is this like a wagon that I can like hide behind for cover slightly? Or is it just debris on the ground?
I think you could get
Hey,
maybe
Luke.
some cover behind it right here.
Yeah, I moved my last 30 behind that and then, go into warden stance for a little bit of protection.
Yeah, it looks like this used to have like a there used to be some kind of gate or something here that's been smashed down.
Why am I hide behind that?
All right. Tiny, you're up.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, use Steps of Night to fly. And then as an action, dash and go to fly somewhere just inside the castle.
All right. Oh, and this would be off. All right. Anything else?
That is bonus action movement.
Jack.
I'm done.
Jack, you're up.
I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try and teleport again. 30.
I'm gonna say you can make like a running leap and then do it.
Sweet. I appreciate you.
It's to make it fun.
So that gets me there. And then do I have enough movement to where I can hop down off the wall?
Yeah.
Because I guess the dagger doesn't actually count towards my movement. So, with that, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to. Well, let's see if I can get close to the window. Can I see anything inside this building?
So Tiny scouted past these earlier. These look like they were maybe soldiers' quarters. The insides look like they have been partially ransacked, but there might be things sleeping there. Not currently, but just like in
I
general.
don't necessarily see anything sleeping right now.
No.
I'm gonna try and open up the window, or press it to see if it's locked. I guess.
It just opens.
Can I stick my head in and see if I can get a better idea if anyone's in there?
It doesn't seem like anyone is currently in there.
All right. Is it a large enough window that I could get into it?
Uh, yeah, probably.
I do that. Oops, not that way. Well, I try to, but it won't let me. Um, there we go. Now I'm in. Uh, and with that, I try to hide if I haven't used my action yet. But I understand if all that cost an action.
Um, so bonus action to teleport.
Yep.
Climb through the window. Yeah, you can probably still hide.
Okay. I will roll a 25 in stealth.
All right. Brick, you're up.
Just gonna cross the bridge. Man, that moat was real hard to cross, guys. Let's put it that way. Ooh, I about fell in. That'll be my turn.
All right. Stuff happens you all don't see. Asmir, you're up.
Things are happening. All right.
The walk of shame.
Right. Yeah. I'm pressed to digitating to get rid of the grossness a little bit.
All right. Alex, you're up.
Hold up, McAfee wants me again.
Oh no, Return of McAfee.
He really wants me to buy a subscription.
Right.
Huh. Well, this is gonna suck. I crossed a lot of open ground before I can even get to the dinguses over here.
Oh,
Oh, there's Jack. 30 then. 30, I try and use a tree for cover.
So as you get close, you do realize there is another pit has been dug out around the roots of the tree, and just for fun, give me an investigation check.
It's full of bodies.
the tree is full of bodies.
Gosh darn it. I don't know anything, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, even on a 6, on a 6, you can tell there are more bodies sort of pushed in down here, but you can't get anything more specific about that. All right, anything else?
Warden stance, and that's about it. Cause that's dash.
All right, Tiny.
Hmm.
Mm.
Can I kind of like sneaky style? Yeah, I want to try and stealth and look, see if I can see anything more. Can I actually fit through that?
Between those two buildings, like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I just kind of want to peek through and see if I see any baddies. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cast Twilight Sanctuary.
All right. Anything else?
No, I guess that'd be it.
All right, Jack, you're up.
Um, since no one seems to be in super imminent danger, um, can I search around the room a little bit and see if there's anything of note in here?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Wah wah.
Um, it's it's gross. Um,
Fair enough.
it
Um,
it looks like animals are nesting in here.
okay. Um, I guess I make my way to the door and open it. Slowly to see if, just in case there's something out there, but I don't think so. But I want to have it open so that I can theoretically come back in here and close it if I need to.
Did you say you're opening the door?
Yes, I would like to open the door.
All right. You roll for leer action.
And I imagine the searching took a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be all I can do.
All right. Brick, you're up.
My turn again?
Yep. Y'all chose a very odd way to approach.
All scattered.
Yep. And traveling
You
an
know.
incredible
Well, like me and Brick
distance.
are together, and Jack's pretty close. We're not too far apart. I mean, Tiny's about 4 turns away.
It's more that you antagonized the boss, and then there was not really a follow up.
He's probably
We
just standing
really
out there.
didn't have-
He's probably just standing there confused. Like, what is going on?
All right. Anything else?
Brick, why don't you dash?
Why? Oh, because I'm taking the slow approach. When the situation evolve in front of me, so I understand what's coming.
Gotcha. Your movement is like the same as my movement with dash.
Yep. Monks. All right.
He's been dashing this whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've
So,
just been walking normal, Hayden.
Brick is about to have a real fun day. Folks pop
Probably,
up.
I would be shocked if I wasn't.
Folks pop up out of windows up here, and one of them just fully runs out of a door here. They are all going to shoot bolts of fire at Brick.
Rude.
21.
I mean, that'll touch me.
3 points of fire
like-
damage.
I don't like that.
Make sure. Yeah. So there's 9 of these. So that was 3. Do the second set. 23 to hit. 4 fire damage.
Alright, they're touching me. Don't like it.
There was another hit. 8 points of fire damage. One more set. 20 to hit. 3 points of fire damage. 22 to hit. 3 points of fire damage. Not too bad. That was 9 attacks. So.
Alright, let's rerun that again. So we have a bunch of 3.
Hold on.
How
It's going
fast
to
I
take
get
me a
hit?
second. All right. I believe this is the set of rolls. 3, 4, 8, 3, 3. So is that 21 total?
With that. Alright. There we go. Let's make sure we get that all figured out. Which house did they come from?
One of them ran out this door, shot at you, and ran back. And there are 2 others firing out of these windows.
I'm guessing you click back here.
No, it's the house sort of in the center north.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, well, we're about to dash. Did not like that.
All right. Asmir, you're up.
Asmir.
He's huffing and puffing along. But Aaron, if you are talking, you are on mute. Or I have lost internet.
No, I hear you.
I'm here. I don't know. Hey, Raul, what you doing?
Oh, he's disconnecting.
Down.
All right, we'll come back. I did see
It-
him move. So I guess he's still on roll 20. It's just Discord.
That's on Discord earlier with my headset.
All right. Well, we'll check back with him later. Alex, you're up.
Let's go, Alex.
Well, I'm not going to be able to get
Hello?
within range.
Oh, there he is.
Test?
Yep. So what,
Okay.
what did Asmir do at the end of his turn?
That was it. I moved and then I dashed.
All right.
And that was it. Yeah.
Oh, very good. All right, Alex, what you doing?
Uh, a fly over this. Land on the ground.
What did you do?
I used my wings and flew.
Oh, okay.
Because I can.
So
so
you
that,
used your
I-
bonus action to kick those on?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well. Then I was probably just gonna go to Morton's.
All right. I'll let you trade that action for bonus there. Tiny, you're up.
Alrighty, we're gonna move through here. See what we see. And I can't actually see anybody, right? Everybody's inside their
No,
little.
you've been hearing the sounds of some kind of projectiles, but you don't see where they're coming from immediately.
I can just like catch that on fire. Really wanted to just burn it down.
Burn it down. Burn her to the ground.
I have some options. Where I can actually see the door on the other one, can't I?
Door on what one?
On the other building. I've just been hearing where it's coming from.
Yes, you've been hearing because you couldn't see it until you stepped out just now.
I think we're gonna do Moonbeam right in front of the door.
All right.
That's what I'm leaning towards.
Now I've got a better one. Hold on.
Something like spiritual weapons, does that work through? That wouldn't work through walls, right? Like if I was just on the other side of the wall.
You have to be able to see your target.
Okay.
I guess that is what I've been using. All right. Anything else?
I think that may actually not be that good of an idea if he just opens up the door and goes, "Oh, there's a big column of light there. I'm not going to walk into that." And maybe it would be better if I just readied an action to cast guiding bolt if something pops its head out.
All right. Yeah, you're probably good. The only thing to know about that is when you ready a leveled spell, if for some reason the reaction doesn't happen, you lose the spell slot. Also, you're technically considered concentrating on it until you cast it, which in this case probably won't be a problem because you're going to fire at whatever pops out, but just something to know for the future. All right, Jack, you're up.
Is the door supposed to be open now? Can I like see through it? Awesome, thank you. I will just move out, I guess. Well, maybe. There we go.
You pop out the door, and Tiny immediately hits you with a guiding bolt because you were the first thing to pop out the door. No.
Can I walk up here, or do I need to go around to?
Yeah, you can just walk.
I wasn't sure if that was like, like if the center was raised.
No, it's just it's the path, and it's sort of like trashed because like
Okay.
stuff has fallen and parts of it have been burned.
Yes, that's my 30 feet of movement. I'm just gonna ready an action to throw a psychic dagger at anything that comes in range.
All right. Layer action. All right. Brick, you're up.
Harry.
Brick.
No.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
All right.
Brick gets shot 12 more times.
I see this guy, or is he kind of behind a wall?
Well, your question implies that you can see him, but he is in fact
What's
behind
my
a wall. I'm not really sure
Alright.
why that building doesn't have like
Oh, so I've been
correct
out. I
wall
should have
settings.
not seen them.
Yep, I'm gonna fix that real quick. I even see it. What is it doing? For some reason, it marked the whole thing as transparent.
Oh,
besides the doors.
Very annoying.
Good. Now they don't know where we are at.
So yeah, no, that's a wall.
Alrighty then. So I'm gonna ready the dodge action. For this round.
All right. At the end of your turn, some folks are going to poke their heads out. So I guess door guy is going to go first, which is that 120. All right, roll guiding bolt. $16 will hit. He is hurt, but does not go down. Who looks like softest target?
Rick has no armor.
I think he's going to fire some at Jack. First one misses. Second one is an 18. That'll hit. 4 points of fire damage. Last one is a 16. That'll miss. Is marked by guiding bolt, but is going to duck back in the room. From the windows up above, one of them is going to fire at Brick. So they'll roll with disadvantage. Would not have hit anyway. Hey, that's a 20 to hit. 5 points of fire damage to Brick. Now the other one is going to fire at Alex. And not even rolling with disadvantage, just rolls bad and misses. All right, let me check some sight lines. Well, Brick is very lucky. He is out of sight for some of them, but another one can see him and is also going to attack. With disadvantage, misses. With disadvantage, misses. Disadvantage, misses. There's some real, like, spray and pray shooting. But it's a lot of shots, and you all are noticing it is starting to add up. All right, Asmir, you're up. Keep jogging, little buddy.
$60. All right.
The rest of you see a like 70% blood-soaked monstrosity come running across the bridge.
Right. Don't shoot at me. It's just me, Asmir. I'm not a blood monster or anything.
For reference, prestidigitation does a 1 foot square per casting.
Yeah, I
So-
contemplated that, but I was like, I don't want to spend forever.
So you cleaned
Press
one
the-
thing. I assume it was probably your head.
Yeah, I did a little bit, and then I was like, this is taking too long.
All right. Alex, you're up.
Hmm. Supposed to be in range of door guy. I gotta deal with the other two door guys. Rick, you think you'll cover my back?
Oh yeah.
Because I guess if I go into Warden's stance and he moves out, I'll hit him, and then he can't move back in. Then you guys get to mess at least one guy up. So that's what we're gonna do. Because I'll go into Warden's stance. When he comes out, I'll hit him. I'll hope I hit him. Then he can't move, and then we just get to mess up one guy. So that's gonna be my plan.
All right. Let's see. Did I? No, I haven't rolled lair action for this turn, have I? All right.
Is that bad for you or for us?
All right. So it's the end of Alex's turn. Tiny, you're up.
I'm gonna maybe sneak forward just a little bit more, just to get Jack in range of some stuff. And I'm gonna ready another guiding bolt.
All right. And that puts us to Jack.
So, Tiny, what do you have going on right now that you wanted to get me in range of?
Oh, just Twilight Sanctuary.
That's the temp HP,
Yeah.
and I have to end my turn there?
I mean, you don't have to. I was just giving you that option.
No, well, I'm trying to decide if finding a place to hide or getting the temp HP is better. Yeah, before things go crazy, I might as well stock up on temp as much HP as I can get. So I will stay in range of your thing, and I will just prepare an action to throw a psychic dagger at anyone who comes out and looks aggressive, and that will end my turn. And how much HP do I get?
18.
Oh, good decision. Good decision. Yeah, that'll be my turn then.
All right. That brings us to lair action, which I will roll at the correct time. All right. Brick, you're up.
All right. So. So I'll walk over there, reduce my bonus action, drink a healing potion. Right, you could do that. They're bonus.
1 second.
Probably could.
Yeah, you can do that.
Perfect.
Although you drink the potion and nothing happens. There is a bitter salt and iron taste as you drink the potion, and you regain no hit points. But you do expend the potion and your bonus action.
Okay. Well, fun.
This might be why I've been rolling the layer actions every turn, because they do in fact matter.
Oh gosh.
Alright, well, there's the healing I would have gotten. That's no problem though. So, I'm gonna use one of my attacks, right, to kick in the door.
You don't have to do that. It's a free object interaction. You can just open the door.
But can he open it dramatically, like with his foot?
Yes.
Right. Can you do a
I really just
dramatic?
want to kick it. I really just want to kick the door. And then I mainly. Did I close the door by accident?
I went to open it, and you must fit at the same time.
I
Also,
was
though,
go.
He kicked the door so hard it swung back and hit him in the face.
which you have to think does happen occasionally.
Right.
Anyways, I'm gonna bum rush in and just start attacking the first person in front of the door.
All right, dexterity saving throw.
That's fine. I'm Brick.
That is not enough. The
Oh, no.
there is a massive hulking form in this room, and as soon as you step inside, a massive axe comes flying at your head. There is a moment of distressing recognition as you see a warped version of yourself. Brick distended and distorted and stretched through some horrifying, torturous, and alchemical means. You see the Mad One, a Brick deformed and filled with rage and violence, even more than the Brick we have known. So let's roll this first, and then we're going to have a quick flashback. Flashback? Side flash? That sounds wrong.
I like that better.
Side flash.
So Brick takes 15 points of slashing damage, and it leaves a bleeding wound.
Alright, I'm gonna hold on. Alright, 15 points.
Yep.
Alright. Oops, let's not type in 25. Alrighty then.
All right. Brick, as you see this other version of yourself, you find yourself walking up a familiar, frigid mountain pass. You are about halfway up the mountain. You are carrying Ares in your arms, that cold, still form. And from a third-person omniscient perspective, we see figures moving through the snow. But this young brick, this brick of only maybe 7 or 8 years, does not see them. So he has no warning when a horrifying cackle comes out of the blizzard and snow, and a massive hand grabs him and drags him away. We will not linger on the things that had to happen to that child to create the version of brick in front of you. Instead, we will jump forward. When the Thea Commerce Group comes to make a deal with the Psychos, they find a very different Psychos tribe than what you knew. This tribe is crueler and stronger and more vicious. And at their head is their new leader, their king, this mad one, rising up from a tortured and addled whelp into a horrifying and massive stalker of the mountains. Under this brick's leadership, the Psychos destroy the Scarlet. They ravage the slabs. With the gifts given from the Thea Commerce Group, they dominate the mountain. And after Aldrin has fled and the seal has been broken, the Psychos come down from the mountain like a plague, and they begin to ravage the hinterlands. You catch glimpses of this version of yourself seen through this huge iron mask, only looking out through slit eye holes. You see visions of violence that turn your stomach. Their devastation stretches across a third, a half. The entire hinterlands is ravaged by these barbarians. Until finally, the Mad One retreats back to the mountain. At least for now, sated with loot and violence. And we snap back. Your wound is bleeding freely. And you feel a strained chuckle trying to escape your lips. But it is still your turn.
That axe still right by me.
Yeah, it's not in good shape. It looks like probably something that was stolen from someone else and then not kept up with very well.
Right. So I grab the axe and then use it to demolish him.
All right, let's just roll it as your normal unarmed strike.
This brick is not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
The first one in a long time.
Well, that is more than enough to kill the one in front of you. So there is one more in here. This one is larger and has sort of vicious chains draped around its form.
So I take the axe that I just swung and throw it at him.
All right. Do you have hand axe already?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do a hand axe attack.
Are you shitting me?
This viciousness is bleeding into your consciousness. You feel sick, but also powerful. You feel like you're losing your sense of where you are, but for some reason, the angrier and more violent you get, the more powerful you feel. All right, that's 2 attacks. You still have bonus action. What would you like to do?
No, I used it.
Oh, what'd you use it for?
I used-
Oh, the potion. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
That would be my turn.
Well, good news for Brick. By moving in, you have sort of taken yourself out of sort of line of sight for some of the folks who are shooting at you, in addition to the ones you just fully killed. But that's bad news for Jack, who is about the only one they have good line of sight on. First attack misses. Second attack misses. Third attack is a 23.
That'll hit.
6 points of fire damage. As one of them pops out of this window up here. Another one pops out here. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that gets me too.
4 points of fire damage. Then a nat 1. Then a 15. That won't do it.
15 misses.
Let's check some more line of sight. All right. Alex makes some new friends.
Oh, he's my friend.
From this building further to the west, 3 windows are suddenly filled with these burning Psychos tribe members, and they start blasting. First one fires 3 times, misses. Second one, 1 miss, 1 crit, and another hit. Do you want to use one of your, what do you call it, reaction?
Water maneuvers.
Yes. Do you want to use that to cut
Yeah.
the damage in half for that one?
Yeah, I'll use on the crit.
All right. That'll cut it down to 3 fire damage. And the other one... The other one does 8 fire damage. I'll reverse those. So instead you take 6 and 4 instead of 3 and 8. That way it doesn't feel like
Sounds good.
it was used inappropriately. That was the second one. Last one. Miss.
There is the third one because I don't even see him.
3 windows here, here, and here.
Oh, gotcha. You didn't open the window. That's why.
Oh. That's weird because you all can see through most of them.
That one's special.
Yeah, so the dice apparently have just chosen violence tonight. 2 more misses and a crit.
I've used my reaction.
It's only 9 fire damage. They are, if you haven't noticed, it really is set up like a Borderlands encounter. There are lots of random bandits that don't do very much damage. But left to their own devices, they're going to be a pain. Asmir, you're up.
All right. Oh, come on. $60. Okay, I'll just wait. Oh wait. Yeah, no, I'll just wait here.
All right. At the end of Asmir's turn, the Mad One finally has a target in front of him. He is going to spend all 3 of his legendary actions on Fuel the Rampage. He is going to recharge his Bloody Arsenal and is going to throw Heavy Junk at Brick. So, Brick, give me a dexterity saving throw. Oof. That is not going to do it. Although, do you take half damage even on a failed save? Isn't that part of evasion? This is worth noting because it means you took less damage last time and you'll take less damage this time.
Gotcha. Is it actually half damage?
Let's see, double checking myself. Yeah, you only take half damage. Yeah, even if you fail. So let's see, what was that last time? I think it was 15. So you only took 7. And this time it will be 10. But you are incapacitated.
10 points. Oh, good thing I got that, because that would have been 20 points.
Yep, this is a big old nasty boss. And it is its turn. The good news is that is a recharge ability. Let's see if it gets it back. It does not. It is going to... Man, it can't really get to you from here. It is going to burst through the wall Kool-Aid Man style and get to here. And I think that means... No, Alex, you just used your reaction.
I used my reaction.
It's going to get to here, and it's going to punch Alex.
Did my ready to action ever go off?
Let's see. Yours was if something pops up.
Yeah.
That'd be it then. So go ahead and roll that. Nice. Oh, sorry. I thought that was a 15 does not hit. So it goes out to punch at Alex. First one is a 27, and the second is a 21.
Both will hit. Both are going to hurt.
The punching is not as good. 10 points of bludgeoning and 8 points of bludgeoning. And you need to make a strength saving throw. Actually, you need to make 2 strength saving throws.
20 for the first one.
That's success.
21 for the second.
This figure runs out and just smashes down with these, I mean, fists that are the size of shields, and just boom, boom, and it rings against your armor. You've been hit with like mauls and war hammers that didn't ring your armor like this, but you do not lose your feet. All right. The chain brute in the room with Brick is going to attack. It is just going to... Yeah, it's going to use its chain smash. 20 to hit.
I mean, don't touch me.
That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And you need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, simple. Guys, we're in trouble.
Oof. You are upgraded from incapacitated to stunned. You can repeat the saving throw on. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Alex, you're up.
Well, this escalated quickly. You, first, Alex looks at Brick and goes, "Why couldn't we have tried to do this, a bit more strategically, like I was trying to do?"
Put the ox off.
So I'm step up, I guess, here. Use big guy as a shield from the little guys over here. Or they can't shoot through him or around him. He's tall. And then I guess I'm gonna wail on him.
All right, go
Potentially.
for it.
That's a nat one.
Yeah, that don't hit. That dog don't hunt.
Hey, that's a
Hey,
crit.
there you go. I told y'all the dice have decided on violence.
I'm glad. Oh, that's good crit.
Nice. This gargantuan figure roars as your glaive cuts into it.
We're gonna hit him again, potentially.
That hits.
23.
Yep. If I said no, I feel like y'all would not be happy.
Yeah, we're actually going to we're gonna is second wind similar to like a potion?
Um,
I'm scared.
I'll say this: you saw what happened to Brick. I'll assume Brick said something. You get the impression that something is wrong with healing right this second.
Yeah, it's what I was.
Wait,
Can't really.
healing Rick or healing anyone?
You know what? We're just gonna hit him. I got a 16. That's a miss.
Now that you've seen him, I guess I can go ahead and throw this up. This is his legendary action. Or sorry, this is layer action. All right, the Polearm Master 16 doesn't hit.
I had a good feeling about that one.
All right, that was action and bonus action. Anything else?
You know, I'll stay put, I guess. Figure out how to save Brick.
Just fine. I'm still up.
All right,
You're
Tiny.
stunned. I'm pretty sure all.
Yeah, stunned is bad.
Be fine.
All right, Tiny, you're up.
We're gonna move a little closer. And we're going to we're gonna cast Hold the Dead on the big dude. So 17 wisdom saving throw.
All right. He gets a 23. You use this ability reaching out, and there is a sudden cacophony as hundreds of voices start screaming in your head.
Wow. And then I'll bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right. Is the initial cast 20 feet or is it further?
60 feet.
Okay, where do you want to drop it?
Right by him.
All right, go ahead and roll. 24 will hit. Nice. All right. And do you need to re-roll your Twilight Sanctuary?
Yeah. And that'll be it.
All right, Jack, you're up.
I forgot to get my temp HB back from the last time. I ended in Tiny's thing, so I'll add that now. But I will try and move, but it's not wanting to let me. There we go. About here, and that means I should be. Yep, I'm in plenty of range now. And why won't the measure tool go further out? That's strange. I don't know what's going on, but I will try and throw some psychic daggers at this gentleman.
All right, go for it.
28 to hit.
28 will hit.
Only doing 8 damage though.
Yep. It's the downside of friends with reach.
Yep, it's okay though. I'm going to bonus action attack. Getting a 17 to hit,
17 hits.
dealing 7 damage.
All right.
So I've moved. I have action and bonus action, so that is my turn.
All right. The layer action changes. So the one we were just on was called Salt the Wound. The new layer action is called Silence the Voices. All right. Brick, you are stunned. Give me a fresh Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is easy. All day. Never mind.
You are one short.
Story of my life. So
That's it.
So you're stunned. The end.
oh, but I got wolves.
The wolves use your
Yeah,
action.
but you can't.
Oh,
Well, they use
don't have
your
wolves.
attacks.
Bring them closer, anyways.
All right.
Where does I put her? Oh, found her. I can't actually see where they're at.
All right. Let's see who we can target for some pop-up violence. Tiny's gonna have some friends. 2 of them are gonna pop their heads out of those north windows. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Let's see. So that's 1 hit, 1 miss. So first one only hits one time for 5 points of fire damage. Now the second one's going to attack. 23 to hit. 20 to hit. Oof, 20 to hit. That was unfortunate. So that's going to damage 3 times. 6 fire. 4 fire. 7 fire. All right. Yeah, the other ones are kind of screwed. I guess they're just going to wait for someone to move. Asmir, you're up.
Okay.
You can finally do something.
I'm stumbling forward here.
Soaked in blood. Not yours, lots of other
Yeah.
people's.
It's other people's blood. All right. Oh yeah, and from here on out, because of the first time I used fire, I'll use Blast Shadow to make all fire attacks, whatever it is, necrotic? I think it was necrotic.
Yep.
See who's where. Where's Brick? Is he on the other side of the dude?
No, he's in there.
Oh, okay. I was saying
Rick is
if I.
currently in the process of dying.
All right. Okay. Oh no! What happened? Oh, my entire screen
But,
went black.
you got like a fast track to do it though.
Anyways, I was gonna cast Fireball. I just wanted to make sure I didn't. Want. Where is it? I'll upcast it. It took me so long to get here.
All right. So you're going to exchange some saving throws. He gets a 20 on his dex save, and I'm going to need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Of course. Oh gosh.
That is not high enough.
Oh man. I
You
even have a pulse dagger.
you cast your spell, and the spell goes off, but as soon as it does, your mind fills with countless screaming voices. You are stunned until initiative count 20.
Of course.
But you did still hit for some damage. And I'm going to give you a choice. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what it does. So the specific wording of Blast Shadow is spells that deal fire or necrotic damage are considered to deal fire or necrotic damage, whichever is most beneficial to you. Now here's what I'm going to tell you. Each of them is beneficial for different reasons.
Oh.
And I'm going to let you...
Because I thought fire. Yeah.
So the small ones seem to be immune to fire. The mad one doesn't seem to have their fire immunity.
Okay.
But there are pros and cons to each one. And I'm going to let you choose, and then you can see what happens. Should also do that.
I don't know. I'll say my character probably would have gone with necrotic just because they would just assume
All right.
that's the better option. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right. At the end of your turn, it is going to burn all 3 legendary actions to use Fuel the Rampage, recharging Bloody Arsenal, and throwing. Still not a great. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. Especially since you are knocked out. I'm pretty sure stunned auto fail deck saves.
I'm sure stuns
Um,
autofill everything.
Well, there's also paralyzed, which is even a step further.
Stun creature incapacitated.
Fail strength and deck
Can't.
saves.
Yeah,
Paralyzed is where
automatically.
paralyzed is where enemies auto crit on melee attacks. So it is still substantially worse. All right, so Asmir is just going to fail this saving throw,
Of course.
taking 4d6 piercing damage, which is going to be 15. And Tiny and Jack need to make dexterity saving throws. Oh, sorry, Asmir, you also take 10 fire damage reduced to 5.
Reduced to what?
5.
Oh, okay.
So both of you fail. So Tiny, you take 13 points of fire damage. Jack, you would reduce that to 6. He pulls some like sloshing jug from this pack on his back and throws it at Asmir. It smashes into his stunned body, and as the liquid hits air, it ignites, scalding all of you. And now it's the Mad One's turn. Because he took necrotic damage and not fire damage, he's going to regenerate 20 hit points.
You gotta be kidding me.
Of course he did.
I worked so hard.
Right.
He's taken several hits. Oof.
Well, okay. Yeah. What would have been negative about the fire damage then? Or am I just kind of
you'll have to learn by doing. He
Okay,
recharges Bloody Arsenal and is going to throw heavy. No, he's going to throw Hungry Hatchet at Alex. So Alex, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm done. It's not my weakness.
That is a fail. You take 14 slashing damage. And that actually reminds me, that's my fault. I won't worry about it. Brick should have taken damage at the start of his turn, but I forgot. We'll remember for next time. But that is the Mad One's whole turn. The Chain Brute is going to see if it recharges Chain Smash. It doesn't. It is just going to punch at Brick, which it will do with advantage for a 22 to hit.
I mean, I guess a 22.
Does 10 bludgeoning. Alex, you are up at the start of your turn. You take... Find it again. You take 10 necrotic damage from the festering wound. And I'll go ahead and tell you, you can end that by gaining any amount of hit points. Which you can do because the legendary action has changed. Or layer action has changed.
See.
Although he did.
Gotcha. So I already know I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit him. 22.
22 hits.
Awesome. 14. Right, hit him again. 26.
That hits.
for 16. Oh, rolling good. And then we're gonna hit him a third time, actually, by the way. For
That also hits. I'll tell you, tonight the dice have just decided all offense, no defense.
all right, and then we're actually gonna bonus action second wind.
All right. And that will, as you channel that vitality, the wound closes up enough that it is not bleeding. All right. A very good turn. He's starting to look pretty hurt. Going from
Oh, and then to
very.
help Jack out, I'll move up 5 feet to help Jack.
All right.
You don't have to do that. Because
Well,
I
it really doesn't serve me any portion not to because
He also has reach, so it's a moot point.
okay. I was just gonna say I can steady aim now that I'm in range, but
well
yeah,
I'll
no.
help you out here.
Being able to try twice with regular and bonus action is always nice.
All right. Tiny, you're up.
Well, I guess first off, we'll do that spiritual weapon.
All right. Roll it. $20 will hit. All right. What else?
And then I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but I'm gonna cast Blade Barrier and kind of make a big wall like right there.
All right.
And then maybe we'll just move up to see if we can get some other people in range of this stuff.
Really nice.
And roll from some temp HP. Man, that's like the third time in a row. Come on.
Oh yeah, did I get temp HP? I guess. At the end of one of my turns.
Yeah, you should have at the end of your last.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we do that Blade Barrier like to where it's actually hitting the dude? Yeah. And covering up those other windows?
Oh, you want it to go up across too?
Yeah.
All right.
All the way up. Beautiful.
All right. So that will happen at the start of its turn. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Jack, you're up. Oh, actually, hold up. We forgot something. You need to make a charisma saving throw, Tiny. That is not enough. You are stunned.
Everybody's rolling 17s.
And actually, since you are stunned, at the end of your
That gets
turn.
rid of.
Oh, actually, yeah, that breaks concentration.
Nope.
All right, Jack, you're up.
Um, I guess I'm gonna move a little bit. Down here so that we're not all in a straight line. And I am going to try and throw some psychic daggers at him.
All right, go for it.
25 to hit.
25 hits.
This time dealing 29 damage.
Oof. He is starting to be a little bit hurt.
Then I will bonus action attack him. Only getting an 8 to hit.
8 will not hit.
That's all right. That'll end my turn.
All right. On initiative count 20, the lair action changes. It becomes Strip the Flesh. Y'all haven't seen this one yet. Woof. Woof. Brick could really have used some love. At the top of Brick's turn, Brick takes 12 points of necrotic damage. And give me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, also on initiative count 20, Tiny and Asmir, you're no longer stunned.
Where is Brick? I don't even see him on my map.
He is just in the door next of the building next to you.
Oh, that's why I missed him. Okay.
Wait, how much damage was that? That's that 12 you said?
Yes. As your wounds continue to bleed.
Well, we're ticking down, boys. This ain't looking good.
So go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. Oof. You are still stunned.
Alright, boys. Well, since I can't do anything, this is definitely my last round.
This it feels like you all have set a pattern now where one of you is incapacitated for the whole boss fight.
Right. Or trapped way on the other side of the map because of
Yup.
unfortunate circumstances.
More window shots. Attacking Tiny. 8 misses. 20. 15. So the first one only hits once. 8 points of fire damage. We'll mix it up a little bit. The second one is going to aim at Asmir. First one with disadvantage. Only a 13. Second one. A 19. Last one. 15. Which does hit. And Tiny, did I give you damage? Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And then 2 hits on Asmir. 8 damage reduced to 4. 3 damage reduced to 1. The others don't have great line of sight. Excuse me. All right. Bounces down. It is Asmir's turn.
Okay. You said I'm no longer stunned?
No longer stunned.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to fireball. Let's see what happens.
This is a fiery fireball, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's roll a save. He only gets a 9. He's going to burn one of his legendary resistances to save, so he'll only take half. Which is still 18 points of damage, which is not great. Also, the Mad One gets a stack of immolation. Anything else?
Do I have to roll a charisma saving throw or anything? Or...
No, that was the other layer action.
Oh, gotcha.
I should change the color to make it more noticeable.
I think final bonus action cantrip. Never mind.
Actually, I should keep it red. Strip the flesh is red. Salt the wound will be gray.
Okay.
All right. At the end of your turn, he is going to burn his legendary action. Oh, go ahead.
I say I bonus action firebolted. Does a 15 hit him? Or...
Does not.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay. But anyways, at the end of my turn.
Yep. Legendary action, once again, is going to recharge Bloody Arsenal. And I think it's just going to go ahead and throw heavy junk straight back at Asmir. So make a dexterity saving throw.
$15.
That is a fail. You are incapacitated and take 33 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
I know that was the sound of someone's battery or something, but it sounded like the sound of taking 33 damage and your health bar going. All right. It is the Mad One's turn. At the beginning of their turn, they don't regenerate. However, they are freaking on fire. So he pulls out his buzzsaw axe and is going to swing it. Actually, let's check the recharge. Nah, he's going to use his immolation. Is going to swing at Alex. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
15 points of slashing damage and 5 points of fire damage. And he's going to try and punch you. 25 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Go ahead and roll a strength saving throw. And that's 16 bludgeoning and 4 fire, and you are knocked prone.
I'm gonna die this round, boys.
I mean, I'll tell you all this: you've carved off a lot of his hit points. He is very, very hurt.
Yeah, well, I'm going down.
Yeah, this is about to not be a good turn for y'all. And I wish I had a different thing to do here, but the Chain Brute is still in the room with Brick, and there's no he can't even get out to attack someone else.
I mean, there's the hole here this guy made.
But he's gonna have to run out and around to find someone to hit, and it doesn't make sense that he would do that instead of punching Brick.
Yep, this is true.
So this is Attack roll with advantage. 21 to hit. 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Brick goes down. Now, here's... Brick really needs some help, guys, because Brick is still bleeding. And if you take damage while you are already unconscious and dying, that is a death saving throw.
Oh, man.
All right. Alex, it is your turn. You are prone, but standing up just takes half your movement.
I guess I'll stand up. Oh, Brick, you're gonna get me killed. And I guess I will. I'll give Brick a health potion.
All right.
I'm the only one who can.
Well, that really helps Brick coming and going. No longer unconscious.
Brick, you get a greater potion of healing.
And how many is that?
13.
But the good news is you're not going to instantly die.
That
Also,
is fair.
you got it off on a turn where healing was possible.
My goodness. And then that's action. Is that action bonus action?
I think to give it to someone else is an action.
Well, yeah, well, I was going to use both of them. Even though there's nothing I can use it for.
And you could use it for another potion for yourself. You could use it for warding stance. Warder stance. You got me confused.
I could use another potion for myself with a bonus.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my supreme potion of healing because I'm going to die.
All right.
55.
Oh, nice. Tiny, you're up.
And what was the last divinity? I think I finally ended in the radius.
18.
Oh, thank gosh. I might need that.
I think first we'll use that spiritual weapon.
All right.